Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Get Outdoors, and in case you didn't know, I'm going to be attempting a through hike of the Appalachian Trail in 2024, and today we're going to be discussing all of this. This is my gear loadout. This is what I will be taking. Stay tuned. As I said, this is everything that I'm going to be taking. If you haven't yet, please think about subscribing to my channel. Right there in the bottom right hand corner of your screen is a little logo. You hover over that, it'll bring you right to the subscribe button. Click the notification bell. You'll get notified every time I come out with new videos, and hopefully you'll be tuned in to me and follow along as I attempt this through hike of the Appalachian Trail. It's going to be a wonderful time. I'm going to have a great adventure, and hopefully I can take you along with me. With all that being said, let's get into the nuts and bolts of my my kit. This, like I said, this is my gear loadout. We'll begin with my Wind Rider, made by Hyperlite Mountain Gear. This is an older model. It's the 40-liter internal volume. I do have a Peak Designs. It's called Capture. It's a clip that bolts onto your shoulder strap and allows you to mount your camera to your shoulder strap and kind of give you hands-free operation. I do have a bottle of hand sanitizer here, as well as a small towel, and the Hyperlite Mountain Gear phone holder. This is the only phone holder I've found thus far that actually fits my entire phone inside with its protective case and still zips closed. And as far as on the pack itself, that is about it. So I'll begin with what I am putting on the outside. My poop kit, bottle of hand sanitizer, toilet tissue, and a Deuce of Spades trowel. I do my best to practice leave no trace, so if nature calls, I will be digging cat holes. Rain gear comes in next, and that is up in the air still a little bit for me. I do have the Frog Togs ultralight rain poncho, as well as the, where is it? Here it is. The Outdoor Research Helium 2 rain jacket, and a rain skirt, cheapy rain skirt that I found on Amazon. And I'm going to link most of this stuff in the description below, so if you're interested, you can dig around down below, find the link, and do a little bit of investigation, if you will, to see if that's something that you want, or if you got questions about it. And also, just to let you know, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I do have an affiliate link for you that gets you a little discount at Hyperlite Mountain Gear. And also, I'm a brand ambassador for UGQ Quilts. I believe in their product. That's why I kind of volunteered to do that. And but other than that, I've paid for all of this with my own money. So nothing was given to me free. I worked hard, earned all this. So anyway, back to it. This is a trigger point massage ball. It's great for working out stiff muscles and soreness. I carry with me all the time. It weighs hardly anything. They do make a cork ball that a lot of people use, but this one is a firm foam. This is Cedar Summit head net. This is for in case the bugs get bad, drape it over my face and head. Tent stakes, that also goes in here. The design of the Wind Rider, this pocket, as you can see everything in here, but the holes are big on the mesh, so it allows the air to flow over it. So if you have something that's wet, you can actually stick it out here while you're hiking, and it'll begin drying. And that's it for, I'm pretty sure that's it for the back pocket. Side pockets, of course, smart water bottles, one on each side. And I do plan to use my Sawyer Squeeze on top of these. That's going to be my filtration system. Tent poles, I keep on my left side in the same pocket as my water bottle, because I'm right-handed and I tend to use that right side a lot more, and then when one gets empty, I'll swap them out. Just how I function while I'm on trail. So yeah, Inside the pack, I have a trash compactor liner that kind of increases my water resistance, if you will, because I really don't want my quilt or my clothes or puffy jacket getting wet, especially the puffy and the quilt, because they're both down, and down has no insulation value when it's wet. So inside the pack here, there's a water bladder pocket, and I utilize that not for a water bladder, but to store things that are flat. 3 Ziploc bags. I use these for garbage. As I said, leave no trace. I pack out what I pack in. This is the pump sack for my my Nemo tensor sleep pad, which the one I believe I'm gonna carry is the insulated regular mummy version, and I fold it just as such and stick one end in the bladder, in that bladder pocket, and it lays flat against my back and gives me a little bit more padding against whatever's in my pack itself. Should I decide to carry that, swap out that insulated pad, I do have the regular wide version of the Nemo tensor in uninsulated. And if I carry that with me, I do believe at the midway point, I'm gonna swap them out because I won't need that insulated version anymore. Anyhow, the next thing that I put in my pack, which goes at the very bottom, is my UGQ Bandit top quilt. And I have it, it is 20 degree and 850 fill power. Packs down real nice and snug. I have it enclosed in a Hilltop Packs. I believe this is the Eco Pack stuff sack. I have several of them and I like them. This actually sits sideways at the bottom of my pack and fills the entire bottom, which I really like. We'll go ahead and stuff that in there first, because it's going to be one of the last things that I take out at camp. And the next thing to go in, I'm going to go ahead and set this down. Next thing to go in, again, Hilltop Packs Eco Pack stuff sack, is my clothing. And I'll kind of quickly run through this. A lot of my clothing is outdoor research. I'm not sponsored by them. I just happen to like their materials. I like the way they fit, the way they function. And where I live, we don't have a lot of outfitters, if you will, that carry a bunch of different brands. So I found that the outdoor research products were reasonably priced, as far as they're not in the upper range, but they're not at the bottom either. So I just like them, and that's what I chose to go with. This is the men's Swift Light shorts, 5-inch. These do have a liner on the inside. And I'm going to try to roll them as quickly as possible because it saves space. This is the SA Company Buff. These are like 20 or 25 bucks for 5, and they're not super thick. They're lightweight. Sit on your neck. You can flip them over your head or cover your face when it's cool. I like them during the cooler temperatures, and it balls up to hardly anything. But during the warmer months, I have this headband. It's made by Junk, and I think it was like 20 bucks. Underwear, I have the ExOfficio Give and Go boxer briefs. And this gives me more options. I have one short with liner, one without, and I'll wear the underwear, and it gives me options like when I get to town and whatnot. Next up is the Outdoor Research Men's Astro 7-inch inseam shorts. And these do not have a liner. Again, Outdoor Research. This is the Echo Sun Hoodie. Just a sun shirt with a hood, and it has thumb holes in the sleeves to keep everything, keep the sleeves from crawling up on your hands, and it kind of protects the sun, protects the back of your hands from the sun. And I do realize I'm talking extremely fast, but I'm trying to cover a lot of ground in a little bit of time. That way you're not stuck here for hours on end trying to watch this video. Under Armour leggings. Nothing special, just a pair of leggings, added layer of insulation on my legs when it's colder. Outdoor Research men's Voodoo pants. I love these pants. And they fit great. They're not tight, not super loose, and they have a lot of give and go when you're on trail and scrambling and doing whatever. I love these pants. My only regret is I wish I would have bought more. Next up is the App Gear Co. Appalachian Gear Company. They specialize in alpaca fabrics. And this is one of their beanies. I believe this one has alpaca and polyester mixed. I do have the all alpaca version, and both of them are super comfortable, super lightweight, and they fit pretty much anywhere. They ball up to nothing. Darn Tough socks ×2. These are the hiker version of the socks in the boot length. Outdoor Research waterproof liners. Why they call them liners, I don't know, because they function just as well as gloves in and of its. Oh, I can't talk. They function as gloves in their own right. How about that? And they do have great dexterity. They're waterproof on the inside, keep your hands dry, and they have the little fingertips where you can still swipe on your phone. And they also have great handles. I like to use my S-beaner and hang them on my hip belt when not in use, but keeps them handy for when the temperatures change throughout the day. My fleece. This is made by a little cottage company out of Arkansas. This is called Fayettechill. This is the Henderson quarter zip. It does not have a hood. It's got the little short collar, and it is super flexible, super warm. I've worn this in some very cold temperatures, and it served me well. Try to get that in here. Now keep in mind, all of these clothes that I'm sitting here stuffing in this sack, I'm going to be wearing some of it, so it's not going to really apply to my actual base weight. But just for giggles, I'm going to pack everything in here and tell you the final weight when I'm done. This is the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer hoodie. Again, this is down and packs down really tight. Takes up hardly no room, but is really, really warm. I'm a naturally hot person. I sleep hot, so my use of a lot of clothing, I like lightweight layers that allow me to move and still do what I have to do. So we'll get our final little roll on here, give it a clip, and get it into the pack. And this sits right on top of my bandit top quilt, which is at the bottom. Now, my approach for packing my backpack, so I like to put the bigger, bulkier stuff, the stuff that I'm going to use last at the end of the day, at the very bottom of my pack, with my heavier items coming up and closer to my back. That way my center of gravity stays pretty tight along my back, and I find it carries very well. That's it for the compact. Oh, two more things. Outdoor Vitals inflatable pillow. I got it when they were advertising for free. You just pay shipping. I'm not sure what it is, and like I said, I'm going to link a lot of this stuff down below in the description. Also found this on Amazon. This is a Browant sleeping bag liner. It's going to add a little bit of insulation to my sleep system, and also keep the dirt and grime, body oils and whatnot off of my quilt as much as possible. This is a lot easier to wash than the down quilt is. And that wraps it up for the compactor liner portion of my pack. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that all the way down. And that is about half the volume of my pack right now. I don't know if you can see this, but this is where the top of the packed items are right now. So next in, this is my Nemo Hornet Osmo 2P. I prefer the two-person version because it allows me a little more room and I can spread out my gear, and I don't feel quite as claustrophobic as I would in a one-person tent. So that's going to go in next. And then we'll get into my Diddy bag. Inside my Diddy bag, vitamin I in a Ziploc bag, ibuprofen. I just chose to put my Sawyer Squeeze in here for now. I'm probably only going to carry one, but I do have two. Toothbrush in a Ziploc bag. I found that I can work the head of the toothbrush out of the bag opening, brush my teeth, and not have to touch the toothbrush as much, just for keep it as sanitary as possible. And then I can just pull it back in, zip it closed. I have a small Swiss Army knife, extra bottle cap and extra sport cap for my water bottles. This is Body Glide, I'm sorry. A small stick of Body Glide just in case you get any chafing going on. A small comb. Actually, it's a half a comb. I cut it in half. Travel size toothpaste, earplugs, and Leuko tape. And that rounds out my Diddy bag. For the stuff sack for this, I'm actually using the Nemo Tensor sleep pad stuff sack. Put that in there, and next up will be my cook kit. This is a Toaks 300 milliliter pot, and the stuff sack doubles for me as a pot holder. That way, if the handles are hot, I can still kind of use the little stuff sack. It's thicker than a normal stuff sack. It's got a kind of a quilted feel to it. But anyway, I use it as a pot holder so I don't burn myself. And this is a handkerchief that I put inside the pot, and I also use it to wipe water outside. The way I cook most of my meals, I boil water and pour it in the container that the meals come in, whether it be oatmeal grits, Mountain House, whatever. And I let them cook inside the package. Surprisingly, a lot of those packages are waterproof, and they will cook themselves inside their own package. So it saves me from having to do dishes every night. Fuel canister goes inside there. 2 mini Bic lighters. Extra O-rings for my BRS 2000 stove that I got off of Amazon, and it was, I think it was like $19.99 when I bought it. Real tiny, real small, lightweight, does an excellent job of boiling water. So we'll fold all of that inside the bandana, put the lid on, and pull the stuff sack over it. And the bandana doubles as insulation to keep everything from rattling around while you're hiking. So that goes in there like that. In the left hip pocket on the outside, my old trusty Oakleys. These have been around the block a time or two, and hopefully they're gonna continue serving me well on the many miles I'm gonna put on the Appalachian Trail. And a Nitecore Nu25 rechargeable headlamp. Great little headlamp, plenty bright enough for what you need on trail. Also has the red light option. And I have the Joby, I think it's Gorilla Pod. Not sure what the brand is, what the model name is, but it's a flexible little tripod. And it just pretty much rides right here in my water bottle pocket behind my water bottle. That way I can reach back and grab it if I need. And the last thing that goes inside the pack is my food bag. This is a Hilltop Packs custom printed food bag with the channel logo on it. Love it. Fits a lot of food. I can easily fit 5 to almost 6 days of food in here, depending on what I'm buying. And this is the Toaks Titanium long handle polished bowl spoon. I did find that the polished bowl cleans a lot easier than the regular titanium because it doesn't have that texture. And inside the food bag I have a little pocket. I don't know if you can see that in there, but it holds the spoon. I do have the link for this. I forgot what exactly it's called, but it's the slick line. It's made to where it doesn't, it glides over tree limbs and whatnot. I have it attached to the black diamond carabiner with the screw gate. I've heard a couple of horror stories of things getting trapped in the spring only. So once you get everything set, you screw it down and it locks in. So that way you have no chance of anything getting bound inside that spring. Just my preference. It's a little bit of added weight, but it also doubles as a throw. So that's that. That is the last thing that goes into my pack. And I'll go ahead and leave the air in it to kind of simulate having all my food. Velcro it closed. I can get about 2 to 3 wraps of the roll top before buckling it. And that is it for the pack. I'll also be carrying my black diamond cork handle trekking poles. Again, the model name is going to elude me, but I do have a link for it. I'll put it down below. And my Ultra Lone Peak 6, this is my 4th pair. I wear these almost every day and everywhere I go. Not this particular because these are brand new, but I love them because they have the wide toe box. They're a 0 drop shoe. It's almost like wearing flip flops, except they got a lot of traction on the bottom. The wide toe box allows your foot to articulate while you're hiking and going over rocks and scrambling and whatnot. I found these at a really good deal on sale. So I went ahead and bought them. Like I said, these are the 6. I believe the 7s are out now. Yeah, love these shoes. So that'll be that. So what's my weight? I am sitting on, actually I'm not sitting on, this will be right on my back, but it's right at 17 pounds total. That's, as you see it, that's not including actual water and food, of course. So this is my base weight. It's a little over, of course, because I got more clothes than I'm actually going to be having inside here. So I have a little bit more freed up space inside the pack, and some of those clothes will be worn, so that won't even be included in my base weight. Right at 17 pounds, just under. That's good, and I'm okay with that. The extra 3.5 pounds that I'm going to be carrying is this. This is my Hilltop Packs roll top fanny pack. And basically this is all my electronics, my camera, all the charging cables, the wall chargers. Inside is also my battery bank. This is an Anker or Anker, however you want to say it. I believe this is 25,000 milliamp hours. It was around 50 bucks. This is one of their newer versions. Does great. For example, went on a 5-day hike and I charged my phone, my camera, and my headlamp, and still had a little bit left over after those 5 days. Keep in mind, I only used my phone for GPS purposes, had it in airplane mode, but I did use the heck out of my camera, so I did go through a few batteries, which this little fanny pack allows me to plug everything up and still roll the top down and actually charge what I need to charge on the inside of the pack. The other bigger ticket item in here is the, well, where did it go? There it is. It's a SanDisk Extreme 2 terabyte storage hard drive. It's an SSD, and it's pretty weather resistant, but you can plug up to it and store your photos and your videos on it. It's just a little bit of backup protection for my my liking, because I don't want to carry a crap ton of little SD cards around with me. So this is, like I said, about an extra 3.5 pounds. It's going to sit on my waist. Very handy though. This is just basic plain white Dyneema. Hilltop Packs also offers this in custom printed colors and pictures and whatnot. So that about does it. The only other thing I missed out on was my ultralight wallet. It's just big enough for a little bit of cash and a couple of cards and ID. And that'll end up in various places. Right now it's in my right side hip belt pocket. And the other thing that goes in there most of the time is my GoPro Hero Black 11, which is right now in here. So 3.5 pounds, 17 pounds, just under. We're going to call it 17. We're going to round up. So we're sitting at 20.5 pounds base weight. Like I said, it's going to fluctuate due to what I'm wearing and what I'm not wearing, and I'm totally fine with that. I've carried this setup for 5 days already, and I had no issues. It carried well. I was comfortable, and not only comfortable with the contents of the kit, but comfortable in carrying this weight. So there you have it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, feel free to shoot me a message, whatever. Like I said, I'm going to link the majority of this stuff down below in the comments, in the description. And if you want to do some further investigating on your own, you're more than welcome to do so. I appreciate the time that you took to watch this video. It means a lot. It means a lot to the channel. And as I said before, I'm super excited to get out on trail. Spring's coming up. It's getting here. It's getting real, and I'm super excited. And I hope you will come along with me on the journey, and I can share with you the things that I'm doing and seeing out there. And in the end, you'll be with me on Katahdin, hopefully. And that's my ultimate goal. So there you have it. This is my whole kit that I'm going to be taking with you on the Appalachian Trail in next year in 2024. And again, please subscribe, ring the notification bell. Hopefully you'll come along with me on this journey. I'm going to share as much as I can with you. And together, hopefully we'll be at the end atop Mount Katahdin. I'm super excited, and it's coming up fast, and I don't know what else to say. I do have a short hike coming up, sort of a little shakedown hike. It's on a local trail, so I'll be sharing that with you soon. And in the meantime, if you haven't, just a reminder, get outdoors. See you next time.